There's a lack of skilled employees for open jobs in the marketplace. I'll talk about taking a creative approach to solve that problem in this video. Hello, I'm Stephen Goldberg of Optimus Performance, bringing you practical tips and ideas on leadership, team development, and employee performance in the workplace. In my last few videos, I talked about what to do to address the problem of lack of skilled employees to fill open jobs. And that entailed to adjust your offering, what you offer people in terms of not just pay or benefits, but also a type of work environment that people are looking for today. And then how to headhunt people that maybe don't see your job posting and approach them directly to get them interested in your job. But of course, that also entails some marketing. So I covered that in several videos, and there's links to those in the description of this video. But just the other day, I was listening to a podcast by The Economist who were talking about this problem of the labor market and the lack of employees to fill the jobs. And this is causing also part of the supply chain issues which we've been experiencing throughout the pandemic that we're still going through. And so, the supply chain issues were a result of factories having to shut down, but also because of the inability of employers to find the people. So what they were talking about, and they also mentioned in that video that some companies were going to drastic measures to attract people, and one trucking company was offering a $30,000 signing bonus. And they also mentioned Amazon. I don't recall exactly what the amount was. I know I had seen $3,000, but I think it went up for different positions. So that's quite a step, giving a $30,000 signing bonus for a trucker to come work for your company. Now, I don't suggest you doing that. You may want to offer some kind of bonus for attracting people or for signing monetary. But what you can also do, and this was what they were talking about as well, and I've talked about this in the past, that you could hire people without the right skills, but if they're trainable, you train them to do the job that you have. A lot of jobs have disappeared, not only because of the pandemic, but because of technology. Automation is becoming more and more predominant, and this has eliminated a lot of the repetitive jobs, data entry in some cases, just manual labor as well in factories. This has been something that's been around for a long time. It's not new. Automobile manufacturers have been gradually increasing the automation of their factories, which has eliminated jobs but created new ones, because now you need people to build that automation, and you need different types of jobs to go along with the new technologies. So it's a ripe opportunity for people to learn new skills. And some of these skills aren't easily learned through traditional means. So companies have to find a way to teach those skills or train people on those skills. And this would create new opportunities for people that are looking to develop themselves and be more employable according to what the market is looking for. So I've talked about this in the past in terms of don't just hire for skills, hire for personality, hire for attitude is really important, because you could have somebody with proven skills or know-hows, But if they have some issues, behavioral issues or attitude issues, they're not going to be able to deliver the performance that you need to utilize their skills. And I've seen this over and over in companies. One of the experiences I just had was with a client who asked me to help them find a key customer service manager position. And I sent them what I thought was a pretty good candidate. But one of the interviewers, one of the co-partners, didn't want to hire the person because they lacked knowledge of their products or of that the field of products that they were in. And, I said to the contact person that I was working with, the what you're selling is not rocket science. If somebody has an affinity towards your field, which was fashion jewelry, you could teach them the products. What's really important is for them to have the right attitude, be able to deal with people, be able to handle the volume of inquiries. That was a big criteria. So look at the attributes of the person and then see if they're coachable or trainable in the right amount of time to be able to perform on the job. Now, how do you determine that? Well, you use tests to look at their personality, see if it fits with the requirements of the job, look at their thinking style. That's why I always recommend the tool that I work with. It's the PXT Select because it's a total person assessment. It measures their learning index, their thinking style, and that tells you, can they do the job or will they be able to learn at a fast enough time or quick enough to be able to perform and retain the information? What is their behavioral personality traits? Does it align with the performance model that we create with that tool based on our performance model library, which has taken a lot of it from the U.S. Department of Labor, the studies of job descriptions in the field. So it's pretty accurate information. And do they have the interest for the job? Do they want to do the tasks that are associated or highly important for that job? Now, there's other types of testing you can do as well. Even Indeed, if you're posting your job there, you can incorporate various tests as well. I know the job that I had posted for my client on customer service manager, there was some questionnaire assessment about proficiency and customer service knowledge and skills. So they have a library of tests that you can incorporate too. And it's an indicator, I find, that if people take the time to fill out the assessment when they're applying, it shows that they're paying attention and that they're motivated. Sometimes people just submit resumes and don't take the time to complete the assessments. And to me, that may show, well, maybe they're on unemployment insurance and they have to show that they're looking for a job, but they'd rather just get the unemployment insurance for now until that runs out, and then they start seriously looking for a job. So testing can really help you determine, should I hire this person and invest in them? Can they learn what I need to teach them? I also use another assessment called the Step 1 survey. This measures their attitude towards work. And I find that's also a really great indicator if they're going to show up on time, how they're going to get along with others, have they have issues in the past, what's their work ethic like, are they going to be a hard worker? So tests to me are really an important tool to make better hiring decisions because you're making an important investment in training that person, especially if they don't have the skill set. So I hope this tip makes sense. Check out the other videos in this series on hiring. And also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you get news of new videos. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk again soon.